What were you doing on September 11th, 2001, and how did you find out about the attacks?
I was at home, and we were getting your mom and Tyler ready for school. And Bonnie had stayed overnight, and we saw it on TV.
Oh, okay. And then what was your immediate reaction?
It just seemed like there was a lot of confusion because at first they thought it wasn't an attack. It was like an airplane, got off its route or something. Like nobody was exactly sure what was going on.
Yeah. What memories were most vivid?
It felt like you didn't know what to do. Like I was supposed to go to work, but I'm thinking, are we really supposed to go to work? Should I go to work? Should I stay home? Like you didn't know exactly what was going on or what you should really do.
Yeah.
But I did go to work.
What do you remember about the response of the people in the United States?
About the response. It seemed like everyone jumped in to help. Like all the firefighters and even the people just on the street, it seemed like, and everybody was ready to go to the clinic and give blood. I remember that was a big thing, that everybody was rushing in to give blood because they thought there'd be lots of injured people, but instead most everybody just died, so there was not really injured people to help.
Yeah.
But everybody wanted to do something, so they thought, I'm going to give blood, and like extra wasn't really needed, it didn't sound like, but people wanted to help.
Would you consider like the 11th to be pivotal in your life or in the history of the United States at all?
Yes, because it was a big attack and a lot of people died.
Yeah. What did you think about terrorism before the attacks, and did it change your views on it at all?
What did I think about what?
Terrorism.
It seemed like before that happened, when planes would get hijacked, the people always wanted money. Like they wanted money or they wanted to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would either like give them the money and then catch them later, or they'd wait it out, where it was pretty much the first time that a plane was hijacked just to ram it into something.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't want money. They just were trying to make whatever point they were trying to make, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that September 11th offers any lessons for people in the U.S.?
Well, that's a good one. I don't know. I guess one lesson would be anything can happen.
Yeah. Okay. How did you feel throughout the day?
kind of helpless.
Yeah.
And I remember a lady in the restaurant asked me, "So how you do? How's your day going?" And I thought, what? Does she not know what just happened? Like, I couldn't understand it. And I thought, in my mind, I'm thinking, does she not know what happened? And am I going to have to tell her? Like, it scared me. All that went through my mind like really fast. No, she already knew what happened. She was just like wondering how we were doing. And I was like, oh, geez, it scared me. Like, I thought I was going to have to tell somebody what happened.
Yeah. What did you tell, like, your kids, okay, my mom and my uncle, like, what did you tell them when you knew what was going on?
I don't really remember because we all were watching it on TV.
Yeah.
So I don't think we were like discussing what happened because we didn't really know exactly what happened. Because there was the towers were going on, but at the same time, that one, crashed into the Pentagon, and then there's another one that crashed in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
Because the people fought back.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought it was going to go, they figured it was supposed to end up in the Capitol building. But the people on the airline by that time had heard of what was happening with the other ones. Have you heard that story?
Yeah.
So they fought back. So it crashed in the middle of a field and nobody else was killed.
Mm-hmm. And then just over the years, from like what you've heard, like what kind of have you heard from other people when they share their stories?
I don't really know anyone that lost someone on 9/11, really. I have heard of people, but I don't personally know anyone. I know there's that one comedian that his dad was a firefighter and he died on 9/11. So he talks about that. I don't know, it's kind of dumb. But I was like, but I don't really know anyone. I did go to New York a few years after it happened, and there was still all of the pictures of people that were missing hanging up on like the chain link fences and stuff. It was very sad.
Oh. Well, thank you for sharing your 9/11 memories with me.
You're welcome.